thunderstorms and historically frigid temperatures. Some areas have no timeline on when power will be restored. Officials in Galveston County say it could be this weekend before the lights come back on.
We probably plan on Saturday being the earliest that we're going to have a full restoration of the electrical in Galveston County, and I can't even promise that.
Texas reporting more power outages this week than during Hurricane Harvey, which devastated the Houston region in 2017. Some people are sleeping in their cars to stay warm, including this grandmother and her family.
I have no power. I got my family sleeping in the car, and that company, they need to do something. People run and die.
Officials warn the death toll will rise.
There are many people, for example, who are in their homes, apartments. We may not know the full count or number until we are past this segment.
Governor Greg Abbott says power should be restored to 1 million homes by tonight, but more rolling blackouts are expected. Tammy Fairharbor outside Houston says she hasn't had power since Sunday.
We did lose a deep freezer in the garage full of food. We lost a refrigerator full of food. We're not able to flush the toilets. We can't wash our hands. We've been without water for more than 48 hours.
In the meantime, more long lines outside grocery stores, which are running low on food, water, and firewood.
We got 3 kids at home, 4, 6, and 9. We're trying to keep the babies warm.
In cities across the state, pipes are bursting after freezing over.
Guys, so this is great.
Ceilings now caving in, like at this home in Arlington.
Everything's flooded.
Houston, America's 4th largest city, urging residents Wednesday to boil water.
How can we boil water? We don't even have power.
People lining up at a water faucet in this Houston park to fill up buckets. One person saying it looked like a third world country. Water outages and pressure problems also plaguing hospitals, forcing some to transfer patients or send them home. Travel treacherous in Austin. This SUV sliding out of control on the ice, nearly hitting a woman. Moments later, another vehicle on the same street spinning out of control. And now the weather threat is on the move, heading into the Northeast. The Carolinas bracing for ice this morning. For Virginia to New England, snow. Some areas of the Northeast could get 9 inches of snow by the end of today. We'll take a closer look at the forecast in less than 5 minutes.
Authorities in Texas were reportedly warned 10 years ago that their power grid was vulnerable. Texas is the only state with a deregulated power market, but Bloomberg reports federal regulators warned that the power supply was vulnerable to severe cold and urged them to better protect pipelines and other equipment from freezing. The governor is demanding resignations at ERCOT, the nonprofit that manages the power grid, but the CEO insists their actions have improved the situation.
I feel like if we had not taken the actions we did to begin those outages, we could have seen the whole system down and with no prospect of coming back in the next few days, which is certainly what we're seeing now because the outages we have in place are more controlled.
People are so angry that ERCOT executives are now getting threats. Their names have been removed from the ERCOT website. The crisis is having a ripple effect on the oil industry. Output has fallen by millions of barrels per day. That means gas prices will be rising. The so-called Cajun Navy is set to help people in need across Texas. It's a volunteer group of private boat owners who responded during hurricanes. State officials have asked for the group's help during the power crisis.
Breaking overnight, new evidence of the toll the coronavirus pandemic is taking. The CDC is reporting a staggering drop in U.S. life expectancy. Meanwhile, a new variant of the virus has reportedly been found. ABC's Alex Pache joins us from Washington with the latest now. Alex, good morning.
Hey, Kenneth, good morning to you. The race to vaccinate is now more important than ever. The CDC estimates that COVID-19 deaths will actually decrease over the next 4 weeks. But with that said, we're on pace to have upwards of 559,000 lives lost by March 13th. This morning, new data showing just how deadly this virus has been. The CDC reporting U.S. life expectancy dropped in the first half of 2020, shaving off at least 1 year of life. It's the biggest decrease since World War II.
And while that doesn't sound like a whole lot at a population level, this is a huge decline.
For minorities, the toll even greater. Black Americans losing nearly 3 years, Hispanics just shy of 2. And with another round of winter storms barreling in, officials are warning weather is impacting vaccine deliveries.
We want to make sure that as we've lost some time in some states for people to get meals and arms, that our partners do all they can to make up that lost ground.
Experts now warning about a new variant after it appears two strains combined, creating what they call a heavily mutated hybrid.
In typical mutations, the virus will change in little ways as it replicates within a host. But this was what we call recombination. So that's when a host is infected with two different variants of the virus. This is something probably that has happened up to this point, and we just haven't really detected it.
The more transmissible UK variant and that South African variant could cause cases to rise. And overnight, Maryland's governor announcing the state's first confirmed case of the Brazil variant. New Jersey's governor with this message to residents.
First of all, folks, don't travel to Brazil and South Africa right now. I couldn't be clearer.
The CDC also urging everyone to postpone travel. But the good news, the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines appear to offer protection against the new strains, including the highly transmissible South African variant. And this morning, sources tell ABC News that the FBI is investigating New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's coronavirus task force and its handling of nursing facilities early on in the pandemic. An aide conceded that they withheld death info from state lawmakers out of fear that the Trump administration would use it against the state.
Good morning, everybody. Decisions on federal guidance at the time there. Alex, thank you.
A New York waitress has been fired after refusing to get the COVID vaccine. Bonnie Jacobson said she wanted to hold off, fearing the vaccine may hurt her chances of getting pregnant.
And that's what no, you cannot fire nobody because they say they don't take the goddamn coronavirus. That is stupid. That woman's scary. What the fuck else she's who the hell out of there? You can't make nobody do a damn thing when it comes there.
Saying, quote, "It is too early to say."
Prince Philip is expected to remain hospitalized for a few more days. Queen Elizabeth's 99-year-old husband was admitted after not feeling well. The sources say he is not suffering from the coronavirus. Prince Philip's most recent public appearance was last July.
Returning to our top story, the extreme cold, ice, and snow on the move.
The king is 99 years old. He's living a good life, y'all. 99 years old, that's a blessing.
More snow on the way for parts of Texas on Thursday. This time it's San Antonio. You can see it's coating to an inch of snow on Thursday in South and West Texas, and the cold will hold through the weekend. But great news for you all across the center of the nation by early next week. Temps will be about 30 to 50 degrees warmer than they were early last week. So we do have a warm up coming, but not until about, say, Monday of next week. The snow and ice will spread meantime into the Northeast, New York City by daybreak, Boston by evening on Thursday. We're going to have snow. We're going to have ice. Let's talk about the ice. The worst of the freezing rain will be on Thursday from Charlottesville, Virginia, down to Knoxville, Tennessee, as far north.
Yeah, it's raining like hell here in North Carolina, y'all. Thunderstorms, tornadoes. Y'all pray for us, man. I'm telling you. They had like 19 people die from tornadoes alone in this area. Y'all pray for me that I make it through
this. The new speeding you could be paying next time you fly.
But first, caught on camera, an officer finds a baby in the back of a stolen car.
Mission to Mars, a closer look at today's historic rover landing and the so-called 7 minutes of terror before it lands on the Martian soil.
So, yeah, just a silly mistake. I guess I look pretty ridiculous.
No one looks ridiculous, Bob. Progressive is always here for you with round-the-clock service.
Just so you know, next time you can submit a claim with our mobile app.
Good. Thanks again for rushing over.
Are you kidding? This is what 24/7 protection looks like.
Smell like fish.
Sorry.
I was talking to Jamie.
What we need right now to feel safe in our community is arms. Lots and lots of arms. At Novant Health, we've held this community safe in our arms for a long time. Thank you for trusting us with your arms. Let's join arms and together end the COVID pandemic so we can get back to using our arms for far better things.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know?
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it. Feel smarter.
Feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America in the afternoon?
GMA 3, what you need to know. Lunchtime at 1 Eastern, 12 Central and Pacific on ABC. It's all about you.
The reality is our country can collapse from within.
You see the white power movement on the march. Klansmen and neo-Nazis, skinheads, it's meant to incite war.
From the KKK to Oklahoma City to Charlottesville, the new documentary event special. We just need to start talking about race, homegrown hate, the war among us. This is a real wake-up call. Streaming now on ABC News Live.
The world may feel out of your control, but your happiness doesn't have to be. Learn the secrets to happiness. Listen to the 10% Happier podcast, free on Apple Podcasts.
Back now with this video from Florida. Police found an SUV with a one-year-old girl sleeping in the back seat just hours after being stolen from the family's driveway. In less than a minute while the mom was unloading groceries. Now the baby is okay, but the suspect is still on the run. We turn now to history being made in space today on the Red Planet.
NASA's Perseverance rover is expected to land on Mars this afternoon. Have risen and explains the mission and the biggest risk.
This morning, one giant leap toward finding out if there was life on Mars. NASA's Perseverance is scheduled to land on the Red Planet today in one of their most ambitious missions yet.
We've been thinking about the possibility of life on other planets for hundreds of years now, and this is our first opportunity to perhaps find it.
The rover, after traveling 300 million miles in 7 months, will touch down on an ancient lake called Jezero, a site where ancient life may have been best preserved.
Based on everything we know about that environment, it was habitable. Life should have been there. So I think we are very optimistic. I'm very optimistic.
The most dangerous part of the mission begins when the rover enters Mars's atmosphere, a period known as the 7 minutes of terror.
We call it the 7 minutes of terror because it takes approximately 7 minutes for the spacecraft to make it from the top of the Martian atmosphere to safely wheels on the ground. But it's terrifying because the spacecraft has to manage that descent stage all by itself.
It will all unfold as NASA is left in the dark with a 12-minute communication delay, meaning Perseverance will have to navigate on its own.
Space is hard. When I started this work, over 65% of all the missions that went to Mars had failed, had ended in disaster.
ABC's Will Gans speaking overnight to a top NASA administrator.
We don't know what the wind will be on Mars. We don't know exactly how the plumes, of the sky crane will interact with the surface.
The mission behind the $2.7 billion landing is to collect rock samples and bring them back to Earth to look for signs of microbial life.
If we can find evidence of life on Mars, then we're going to realize that we're a bigger part of the life story. It's not just an Earth story, it's a universe story.
Perseverance, roughly the size of a car, is the 5th and most advanced rover NASA has sent to Mars. Kenneth.
Exciting. Megan, thank you. We'll bring you complete coverage of the Mars landing on our streaming channel, ABC News Live, beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Coming up, a big announcement from Tim Tebow.
But first, the incredible rescue at sea. A man stranded in the water for 36 hours. We're learning about his terrifying ordeal.
The most powerful stories of our time, anytime. Nightline.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know?
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it. Feel smarter.
Feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America in the afternoon?
GMA 3, what you need to know. Lunchtime at 1 Eastern, 12 Central and Pacific on ABC. It's all about you.
So the nation.
America, get ready for this. All the pain, all the joy. A show by Black people for all people about the Black experience in America. It's time to go there. And there will be music coming Tuesdays this March to ABC.
Soul of a Nation.
Soul of the Nation. Get ready for this. Now, when it matters most, the straightforward facts. ABC News is America's #1 news. #1 in the morning. #1 in the evening. with America's most watched newscast, #1 in late night versus the competition. The #1 news magazine on Friday nights, #1 in politics, plus this historic election versus the competition. The #1 daytime talk show and #1 in streaming news. ABC News is America's #1 news.
Hey guys, the news is pretty sad this morning.
David, we're showing our love and support for all the ICU staff.
They're the heroes of this.
Friday nights, 9 Central, true crime, cinematic, real-life drama, stunning, the unthinkable. Follow the clues, The Hunt, true crime, 2020, Friday nights, 9 Central on ABC.
We're back with more fallout from the deep freeze in Texas. Volunteers are scrambling to save thousands of sea turtles. They've been cold stunned by the frigid waters off South Padre Island. Crews are trying to save about 3,500 of them.
We turn now to Florida and a remarkable rescue at sea. A man who was stranded in the water for 36 hours is alive and well, thanks to some guys who were just out fishing. This morning, we're hearing from the crew of this charter boat out looking for blue marlin when they spotted something in the water, 20 miles off Fort Pierce, Florida.
I told the guys that maybe we found something to go fishing on. They got rods ready downstairs.
But Captain Chase Cornell soon realized it wasn't a fish.
As we got closer, I saw the gentleman raise his hand up and start waving at me. And the next thing you know, Chase is upstairs answering.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Hope you're having a beautiful Thursday. Here in North Carolina, guys, it is really, really raining, thunderstorms, tornadoes everywhere. Great last night, guys. What's going on in the news this morning is very sad. The legendary Rush Limbaugh has died at the age of 70. Serena Williams loses to Naomi Osaka in the Australian Open. And Fernando Tatis agrees to extension with Padres, and bill banning transgender athletes from girls sports passes Utah House. And news today is Thursday, February 18th, and I love to start my morning by watching ABC News because everything you need to know, they will definitely let you know. It's sad about those sea turtles. A lot of sea turtles are coming up dead, and they're doing some type of a mission to save all these sea turtles. But anyway, guys, you go ahead and share with me the news. Power outages and deep freeze now. Straining Texas hospitals already coping with the COVID issues. Many Texas residents are in some hospitals also without safe running water or adequate water pressure. Special prayers out for Texas right now. Oh God, because we got people out there like my friend Kayla. She has she has 2 kids and 5 dogs. She's always in a truck, and as you can see, if I don't know if you watched the news already earlier, this one I've been watching already about 30 minutes now. We need to pray for Texas, guys. We really do. But here we go, the news. I gotta get a little quick break. I am hungry. Ronnie, he got to leave early, guys, because it's raining like hell outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook breakfast early. What's going on, Salty Gamer? I'm about to go ahead and cook some breakfast real quick, guys, and make sure that he gets, where he needs to go, because I got to take care of the hubby, right? So let's go do this. We'll watch the news about, I don't know, what time is it? Yeah, because he's going to take his bath, so we got to go ahead and go cook some meat, okay? Let's go cook some meat. Go cook some, he wants some, just add something, he wants some grits. Hold on, guys, let me see what he wants to eat. You want just eggs and grits, fellas? Huh? Yeah, we're gonna put some eggs and grits this morning. Yeah, we don't eat too much pork. At least we try not to. So let's go in this kitchen, knock this out. We're gonna get back to the morning news. Man, I was watching that stuff. It's really, really sad, guys. Really sad. I'm in the dark, guys. So give me a second to turn some light here. We're gonna get cooking. Yes. Yeah, so I've already washed my face and my hands. My kitchen is clean from last night, guys, but I couldn't sleep that well last night when I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning, so I went in and washed the dishes and up everything down with COVID-19. So we're gonna go ahead and knock this breakfast out. Well, how you doing this morning, Salty Gamer? Are you gonna be gaming today, honey? Because I got an Xbox. I need somebody to teach me how to game, darling. Hope you be the one to do that for me, you and Honey Gamer. But breakfast is gonna be real quick, guys. Got a little trusty skillet here. Got my little pot. You know how we get down in the morning. We got to eat in our calculator, right? So basically, what you're gonna do is go ahead and put about 3 cups of water. Put it on the back burner. And wait a minute, I don't have any grits. That's right. Oh, so I guess it'll just be eggs. Let me see if Running wants some rice. Hold on, run back. Hey, hey. Well, guys, Ronnie, he doesn't want any rice, so I'm gonna cook me some rice and cook him his eggs. So that gives me a real quick chance to get back to the news because I know damn well I like to watch the news in the morning. But I'm trying to get him out early, so go ahead and turn on your water. It's about 7 for me. I love to have rice in the morning because you're gonna start your diet like I am. Go ahead and get those carbs and knock it out of the way. I already have my coffee already made, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and just run these eggs out so he can hit the road because it's tornado warnings and he's definitely got to get to work. He's a supervisor. He's got to get there early. So let me knock him out right quick. Yeah, I'm gonna be live until 4:45, and then at 5 o'clock I'll do my regular live, guys. So what I'm gonna do for Ronnie is gonna be something kind of special. I got some in my eye. You see that? I got to clean my stove today. Oh my goodness! This Ronnie was cooking. He dropped some stuff on the eye. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and knock out. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna cook any rice today. I can't stand to cook, guys. My eyes are like that. I hate that. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is go ahead and cook a bologna and egg sandwich for him, so he can eat it on the road. We gotta go to the grocery store, guys. I got 1 egg. So, oh my God. I cooked a cake last night, so I pretty much used a whole lot of eggs. I have 1 egg left, so guess what? This is gonna be a very, very quick breakfast. So what I do is going ahead to take out some bologna. Oh God, it's a 1 egg wonder, guys. Very easy. I usually have grilled cheese, but we're on a diet. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and knock out this egg. Put a little bit of onions in it, and my bologna. And I'm gonna make him a bologna egg cheese sandwich. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and put a little bit of oil. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stove on first of all. Can't cook an egg without turning the stove on, right? A little bit of virgin oil, olive oil. I'll use a little bit of olive oil because Ronnie has high cholesterol. And I try to definitely make sure that he stays healthy according to his doctor. I'm always questioning. So put a little bit of oil there. Not too much, guys. You only got 1 egg. And I'll cut up an onion. Oh man, my stomach is upset this morning, guys. Really. I had some soup, and it had a little bit of chicken in it. And my body's not eating meat, but I had to do some type of protein. So I had a little bit of chicken in my stomach. Like, oh my God, we're not used to that. Stacey, why in the world are you doing that? But anyway, get back to the meal, guys. I got my stove 177 simmer. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my onions. Guys, go ahead and watch. If you have not done that and you're trying to do this recipe, please always wash your fruit, your vegetables, whatever you're cooking, because you know COVID-19, and plus you always want to make sure that you always wash your vegetables anyway, because if not, you could have things like salmonella, things like that, and we don't need that. We need to stay healthy. So what I'm doing is cut these onions in small pieces, very small, so I can bring out the taste of the egg. I'm gonna put a tomato in it and go from there. So I got my little onions cut up, cut them up real small, and I'm using a grilled stainless steel iron cast skillet that my grandma gave me when I was 15. She gave me a small one. She's like, "You gotta get big, learn how to cook in these big skillets like your grandma." Rest in heaven, Grandma. So now, what I'm gonna do while that's going on, I'm gonna take the bowl, make sure that it's all over the pan, because you know if you don't, and guess what, your egg's not gonna pop, and you're gonna have a hard time to clean this skillet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it up real higher. My onions come in like so. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh, he died 70 years old, and that's the name of the stream. We're gonna get a chance to watch it, because one thing about ABC News streaming, they all do it all day long. But I can hear the news in the background, so I can see here pretty much what's going on. We'll get a tomato. Go ahead and cut it up. It could be like an omelet, but yeah, it's gonna be an omelet. I'm gonna make this thing an omelet. Yeah, we're gonna make him a bologna egg omelet. That's sad about Rush Limbaugh. I kind of like him. I thought he was pretty cool. Howard Stern. I don't know if there's Howard Stern still living. Not sure, but cool guy. So guys, go ahead and cut up your onions and your tomatoes as small as you can. I'm gonna cut about, I guess, 3 slices of tomatoes. You know, but that I put that on high because you really gotta go. So you know, anytime you wanna go ahead and escalate your breakfast, just turn it up a little higher. And, yeah. So what I'll do, I cut that on top of the plastic, guys, so it doesn't make a big mess. So I'll drop that in. There we go. I'll go ahead and wrap the tomato back up for another omelet later for me. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and take out my 2 pieces of bread. This is going to be one quick omelet. Just, one little omelet. And while that's going, you can hear it cooking. I like to take my 2 slices of bread, place them in the stove where they're warm, and put a little butter on it. Go this way. Now while that's going, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. A plastic from little white stamp they put on those tomatoes at the grocery store. Well, and while that's going, guys, when you get your pork, make sure it's stirred all around. It smells great. Go ahead and put just a little bit of seasoning. I like to use accent because accent, guys, is low in sodium. So when you use it, you learn too much salt. And accent, it wakes up any flavor in any vegetable. You're gonna love it this morning. So that being said, go ahead and stir it up. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Whoa. Turn it down. I don't want to get popped. Great, guys. You go ahead and take the egg. Pop it over. I'm going to show you just a minute what it looks like. Yeah, I need to go ahead and take some butter. Put my toast on the stove. I'm going to have a toaster out, but guys, I wanted to show you how to cook this real quick. We'll do it the basic way so you don't mess it up. Right, place your butter on 2 pieces of bread. Now while that's going, what you want to do is go ahead and stir it up real good. Pop that egg yolk. Stir it up real good. Stir it up good, like just call, like stir it up. Yes, yes, yes. So you don't reel on 4 right now because I need to cut up the bologna. You can use any kind of meat. Sometimes I like to use ham, for this purpose only. I'm not going to put it inside the omelet itself. What I'm going to do is go ahead and place it on top of the toast in the stove. Normally we have cheese, but we're trying to watch our diets around here. I might even cut the stove on, guys. So we're going to cut that bad boy all the way up to 550. Okay, so now what you're going to do is go ahead and continue to stir up your egg with your onions. Use put bell peppers, but not today. Real quick. Yes, yes, yes. It looks great, guys. Let me show you what it looks like in a minute. Stir it up until I'll tell you how you know when your eggs are done for youngsters. Make sure you have a parent in there with you to cook this. Honey Gamer, he did it once. I love him. He's like my cyber son. He did it about 2 years ago in China. My dog, who we don't have anymore, used to sit back and watch him all the time cook. She loved the hunting game. She loves it. Mr. Beagle was beginning to like hunting gaming, but Mr. Beagle is now possessed by the Bigfoot guy, Mr. Beagle. So we still haven't found him yet. Hopefully, if we ever found my dog, return him, or if not, then give him a great home. This weekend, I'm going out to get me another puppy. Really, I don't know where Mr. Beagle is. I miss him tremendously, but he's not coming back this time. I'm going to get a new pet. I've got to have a dog. I love dogs, guys. I'm about to cry now thinking about Mr. Beagle. So I'm trying to keep my eggs on this, my mind on these eggs. I miss my dog, guys. I really do. And it's coming out pretty good. Yes, it is. Yes. So while that's going on, I'm going to show you guys how it looks. It's just about done. I'm going to put it on a low medium while we're waiting on the extra toast, which will be just a minute. So I'll go ahead and put in my mess now. And go ahead and prepare Ronnie's lunch for today. So I'm going to make him 2 bologna sandwiches. One with egg omelet and the other one just a plain sandwich. So guys, here we go. So I'll just take the other piece of bologna and place it on the toast, right? Very easy, very simple. Yes, I'm going to show what these eggs look like, guys. And normally I will put red bell pepper in them for color. Since I have my tomatoes in them, I'm already giving it color. I like to cook things with color. Be careful with this cast iron, guys. You touch that handle, it'll burn the crap out of you. Be very, very careful. So the onions and everything is good. I know Ronnie's gonna love this. He is. He really is. He has enough egg, guys, with 2 sandwiches, really. Okay, so while that's going, hands away. If you want to, you can go ahead and clean out your kitchen. Give your kitchen, clean up your sink or whatever. Place this back in the refrigerator. And during this time, while that's going, I'll go ahead and pull out my aluminum foil for the sandwich and put it in a plastic bag because they don't work. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to take 2 plates like this, guys. 1 sandwich, another one. 2 plates like that. And I'll go ahead and put a napkin, 2 napkins on top of it. On one of each. One's for breakfast, one for lunch. There, it's like that, like so. Because what you want to do is drain some of that grease that goes on the sandwich. Yes, and they're ready right now, so I'm going to take those out. So be very careful when they're taking out the stove. When it looks so good, it smells great with that butter and a little bit of cheese on the bologna. Place them on the plates, like so. Give me another one. Very careful, guys. You're going to cook your child, you better have a super adult with you because you don't want to be in your mama's refrigerator and get your ass whooped. You don't want that to happen. Go ahead and take your stove off. And what I'll do now, I'll just go ahead and take my skillet. So grab it with this. I don't know, you're just making me hungry, guys. I'm going to get a little bit of this. I'm supposed to be on a diet. Go ahead and put that away. I'm going to show you what it looks like, guys. It's going to be nice and cute. It's making me hungry. I'm going to give you a taste. Let me taste it, guys. I am so hungry. I'm going to be on a diet, but I'm going to taste this. Lord. Yes. Breakfast of champions right there, y'all. So, go ahead and put that on there. Now, this time I get 2 slices of bread. So put a little salt on for Ronnie because Ronnie ain't no salt on it. So, not too much. Okay, a little bit of black pepper. Oh, Lord. Here we go. That's good, honey. The olive oil just make everything just pop, man. Not greasy, not heavy down. So, time for new bread open. Open another loaf of bread. I'm going to show you what it looks like, guys. I really am. Just trying to get things ready so I can get back and watch the news. Yes. So what I'll do is just take 2 slices of bread. Like I said, this is wheat bread, guys. Very healthy. Put it on top. Put it on top. Now I'll just basically take my bread and wrap it up. And I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on. Oh God, I'm hungry. And I gotta cook my rice. Oh my God. I don't normally eat about 7 o'clock. Oh boy, I'm ready to eat now, but I'm on a diet. I have to wait till 7 o'clock. And also fasting. It's almost time for Ramadan time, so but I don't wait till 8 o'clock. I start now. So, when everybody else is fasting looking weak, I'm stronger in the game, So with that being said, guys, I'll just go ahead and show you what this looks like. You can see right over here, you got your eggs and your tomatoes. Looks great, very healthy. Yeah. Yep. And the eggs come out, you got a little cheese in it, looks great. So you see that? What I'm going to do next is put them all together and put a little foil over it. So what I'll do is I put another half of a paper towel between each layer. Yeah, and what it does, it conceals, it keeps the heat in, it drains the grease off the eggs from the olive oil. And he has a whole lot of napkins to wipe his mouth when he's done eating, right? So what I'll do is just take that, hold it real tight, flip it over like so. Guys, this is something I learned from my mom when she used to cook my dad breakfast when he goes to work. Then I'll take some aluminum foil. Yes, 2 sandwiches there. By the time we get done cooking, this tail should be done taking the bath in my bathroom. But he's going to go down the hall. Use his bathroom, I guess, he fell asleep watching wrestling last night on the chair. He's trying to get ready to go to work. So, aluminum foil, just an open box. I got another one somewhere else. I was already open. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. I'm just tired. I'm not tired, guys, but it's raining and thunderstorming here in North Carolina. We had a tornado that killed 19 people up the street, guys. So I'm going to have I guess I don't have more aluminum. I definitely got to make a store run today, grocery store, if the weather allows me to go. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is open the aluminum foil. Jesus. I got this from Family Dollar. I can tell by the box how cheap it is. Not complaining, but hell, I like Reynolds aluminum foil. You got to play with this cheap kind. I hate that shit. Anyway, it is what it is. What dollar sale, you can't complain, but with Reynolds aluminum foil, you don't have to do all this shit. Sorry, because guys, I just hate that. It's just like when I open one product, do what it's supposed to do, You buy when you buy like this, you get what you pay for. Trouble. I hate that shit. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to get a knife, take my busy time out, and because it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just this is why cheap shit should never be that cheap. So Ronnie gonna get what he bought. Some regular ass aluminum foil. Sorry guys, but I hate that. See how this is do all of that just to do this. So what I'll do, take it like so. Around very generously. Pick it up. Woo! There we go. Yes. Coming out together pretty good. Pop it off, plug it in. Yep. See that? Wrap it up nice, pretty like a Christmas present again. What you want to do is basically, that's why I don't like this aluminum foil. It doesn't cling like Reynolds aluminum foil. But he's gonna knock shit out because he loves my cookie, guys. So I'll go ahead and get a good plastic bag or something to put in the carrier. Normally I would put it in the sandwich, like a sandwich bowl, but You want to get him all in his car. Damn, I can't find the bags. Oh God, running when he cooks for us. Wait on me.
You come in the back.
Wash machine. Love you too. Where are the damn plastic bags at? No, they're not.
Okay.
Eggs and cheese sandwich. Damn, we got a shitload of them. I just don't know where they are. Oh, I see them, guys. At the very back of the cabinet. I had to way down here. What? Oh, yeah. It's hot as hell in here. You got that hot ass fucking. You can turn it down, heat off. You know how I did. What's the temperature outside running? It's cold out there. Oh. I need to turn the other heat off and get back there off. Can't turn that one off. Yeah, because I'm gonna be right in the bed. All that rain. All that rain. I'm gonna be in the house all day. Yeah, I better call them. I will. You don't have to go by yourself. I can go with you. Go to the emergency room. I can go to the emergency room. So what are you talking about? When I go to the emergency room, so what are you talking about? I ain't got to call and make no appointment. I can just go up there. Hey, I'm a retiree from the Army. My status is different from yours. You didn't retire. I did. No matter if I go up there, they're going to pay me regardless. So I don't have to make appointments, guys. They'll see me whenever I want to. That's the great thing about being in the military over 25 years. So regular service members, when they get out, whatever, you have to make damn appointments. They're only going to certain VA. But me, I can go any damn VA here or overseas. Because I started over 30. So that is a bonus clue for me on that. I was looking for some fruit. We don't even have any fruit variety. We don't have no fruit at all. So today when I go to the grocery store, we gotta get some fruit, guys. Really, you can't start a diet without fruit. I swear you can't. Now for me, I love me some bananas, apples, oranges, all that shit. We don't have not one drop of fruit, but guess what? That's okay, man. I'm sorry, guys. That damn potato chip, old bag clip fell down and scared the dogs. Y'all see it? We're gonna give them some Ritz crackers. Yeah, put some Ritz crackers in there. You love Ritz crackers, I swear you do. Give him my dog China, boy. You see them all the damn time. I'm gonna give him the whole roll. Yeah. It's 4:00. He need to get up that road early. They got a tornado warning in patient. Yes. No, you ain't. You gonna get out tomorrow too. So why you gonna get up early today?
All right, where?
You get up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
No, I gotta go to Sunbury tomorrow.
Oh damn.
Doctor appointment.
I keep forgetting, but anyway, now every Friday you get up for 12. Right?
Yeah. You need to go to
I don't need. You know what I need to do? What?
Make it walk. Well, I go downstairs.
No, I can walk up in there any VA hospital I want to.
All right, wait.
I go to the emergency room. I just go see my PCM, which is primary care medical advisor. You know, I'm over 25. Man, you ain't right. You can't go to the VA hospital. I can't. Well, I'm just saying, man. 30-some years military. It is what it is. I tell you, you got breakfast food. You got 2 sandwiches in there. You got one that's an egg and cheese sandwich with onions, and you got one that's a bologna sandwich, and you got Ritz crackers in there. So you got 2 sandwiches. You should have no reason why you should get hungry before 12. I know them damn sandwiches gonna be gone before 9 o'clock. Ain't they running? Running. Them sandwiches gonna be gone before 10 o'clock. Ain't they? Huh? You know it's coming from them boots. You got tender feet. Yeah. You just got a pair of boots, damn. got a band-aid on my You put a band-aid inside your foot, but it doesn't protect them blisters from getting infected, right? Yes, it did. Don't you remember in the military when you go on a work march? Oh.
They'll be all right.
All right, then. I'm going to bed. Bye.
I love you.
What?
I love your mean ass.
You love my mean ass? Yeah. Damn, my meal go. I love you too. You Dabo. Look, you Dabo. Yeah. He's like complaining about blisters on his feet. That's a damn band-aid on it now. Ain't it around my feet? You can't tell a man shit. Anyway, guys, back to the news. What we gonna do is cool this place down. It's hot as hell in here, y'all. I don't give a shit what running says. I gotta say cool. I'm going to menopause. You don't like, you can kiss my.
We turn down to Florida and a remarkable rescue at sea. A man who was stranded in the water for 36 hours is alive and well, thanks to some guys who are just out fishing. This morning, we're hearing from the crew of this charter boat out looking for blue marlin when they spotted something in the water, 20 miles off Fort Pierce, Florida.
I told the guys that maybe we found something to go fishing on. They got rods ready downstairs.
But Captain Chase Cornell soon realized it wasn't a fish.
As we got closer, I saw the gentleman raise his hand up and start waving at me. Saying, "Hey, check it upstairs."
I don't give a shit. I'm talking now. Give a damn. What the hell was here? We go move down now. I don't give a fuck. They don't tell me what to turn on my eyes. It's my house. Sorry, guys. You know, I didn't stand a man tell me what to do, but when I go through menopause. Somebody, he gonna go down to my mom, move down there, motherfucker. I don't care. That's your mom. You ought to be that way anyway. Okay, anyway, guys. Let's shake that devil. That's why I hate getting up early in the morning doing stuff for somebody they got a lot on lip. Cook shit they own self. You can't cook with the damn run this mouth. Tell me I'm the head. I'm gonna check my condition. I'm gonna turn something on low, high, whatever. But anyway, guys, let's not start arguing this morning because today is a great day. God woke me up this morning. Last thing I'm doing is argue with somebody else's son. It's go down his mama.
It's just nothing short of a miracle.
Miracle indeed. The man is said to be recovering well. The guys who saved him hope to reunite with him soon. As for the 6 others, the Coast Guard says it spent more than 140 hours looking for them before suspending the search.
Travelers are facing yet another fee as airlines struggle to stay afloat. If you buy JetBlue's cheapest tickets, you'll now have to pay extra for space in the overhead bin. Otherwise, you'll be limited to one item, small enough to fit under the seat. The change takes effect in July. United Airlines has done the same. A big announcement from Tim Tebow. His baseball career is over. The former Heisman Trophy winner spent 5 minor league seasons with the Mets organization. He says he loved every minute.
Coming up, Serena Williams falls short in her fight to make history, and we will hear from her.
Also ahead, a new option for people who miss going to their favorite bar.
Now, when it matters most, the straightforward facts. ABC News is America's #1 news. #1 in the morning, #1 in the evening, with America's most watched newscast. #1 in late night versus the competition. The #1 news magazine on Friday nights. #1 in politics across this historic election versus the competition. The #1 daytime talk show. And #1 in streaming news. ABC News is America's #1 news. If you're getting tired of life on this planet, then today travel with us to Mars.
Y'all ladies going through menopause, y'all better turn them damn air conditioners on because I'm flashing like hell, guys. Yeah, anyway, guys, let's get back to the news. Now that's cool out, guys. We just gonna turn it all, period. Had to cool it down. It got too damn hot in here. Had that damn 85 damn degrees.
Well, you can't get no peace.
Sunday, March 21st at 9 on National Geographic.
I know what happened, but I'm not guilty.
Join the fascination with criminal trials. Figure out what's really out there.
Reveal how to murder his family.
I know in my heart they did this. It's the time of suspicion. You don't know when the truth is going to be difficult to find. Unless you try to find it.
Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, Michael Strahan. Wake up with America's #1 most watched morning show. ABC's Good Morning America.
Time to check the pulse, and we begin with Serena
Yeah,
Williams.
more set your lingerie. You don't know how to get up and turn after this shit on. Asshole.
But she lost to Naomi Osaka in straight sets.
At first, Williams wouldn't say whether this was.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's see about this Rush Limbaugh thing, y'all. Rush Limbaugh died in Ronnie. Ronnie Myers. Ronnie. Fucking oh, God, Serena.
That's my bar. And it puts sounds you might hear when you're out for cocktail.
They include the sound of bartenders working and drinks being served. Cheers.
Next,
because I'll be right back, guys.
Scientists now have evidence that mammoths roamed the earth more than 1 million years ago, long before giving rise to the woolly mammoth. They found teeth leading to what appears to be the oldest DNA ever sequenced. The oldest
is 1.6 million years old.
And finally, a new option for your next vacation. The house made famous by The Silence of the Lambs is now a bed and breakfast.
In the movie Buffalo Bill tortured his victims in that house outside Pittsburgh. The owner may add a replica torture chamber in the basement, and you can have all the fava beans and Deontay you want.
So romantic. Well, check this out.
What we need right now to feel safe in our community is arms. Lots and lots of arms. At Novant Health, we've held this community safe in our arms for a long time. Thank you for trusting us with your arms. Let's join arms and together end the COVID pandemic so we can get back to using our arms for far better things.
Now, when it matters most, the straightforward facts. ABC News is America's #1 news. #1 in the morning, #1 in the evening, with America's most watched newscast. #1 in late night versus the competition. The #1 news magazine on Friday nights. #1 in politics across the historic election versus the competition. The #1 daytime talk show. And #1 in streaming news. ABC News is America's.
Okay, guys, now we can sit down and watch the news. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on here to about like 5, because most of my people know I go to live about 5:30, 6 o'clock. But I got a little early because I slept good last night, yo. Pretty tired. Game, I hope you having a good day, honey. Hope you having a good day. So I'm gonna be live until about 5:15. Take me a nap and get up about, I don't know, and then we'll do Coffee with Stacey Lee like we do every morning.
Figure out what's really out there.
Reveal his family.
Yeah, commercial on that now, guys. Oh, God. Man, that's really sad about Rush Limbaugh, man. He was 72 years old and he passed away. So that's why I'm waiting here. And then it's about these sea turtles, man. They doing a great mission. One of my girl, Katie Roby, did a. Here we go, guys. Check it out.
Officials in Texas were hoping to make significant progress overnight, restoring power for millions of people. Some are sleeping in their cars to stay warm. Some hospitals have evacuated vulnerable patients.
Amen. They say turn on the power for those people in Texas. Amen. Damn, look at that ice on that cellophane, y'all. That was a doggone shame. I've never seen it like that before. And I've been all over the world, y'all.
At the center of the GameStop frenzy on Wall Street last month testify on Capitol Hill today, including the CEO of the trading app Robinhood. Lawmakers are investigating the mayhem that led stocks to skyrocket then plunge.
Lawmakers in Utah have approved a bill banning transgender athletes from participating in girls' sports. Public schools would have to designate specific sports based on sex.
And following what
That'd be a great idea.
Made $85 million a year.
Oh man, he died. Oh my God, Ronnie. Rush Limbaugh died. Yeah, but Rush Limbaugh died though. 70 years old. Yeah, he was racist. I can't say that. I don't know if that man was racist or not. I know Howard Stern was, but him, no. Rush Limbaugh is not damn racist. He ain't racist at all. How you gonna say that? Wayne County gonna be a damn racist. I like him. Because he's brutally honest, not racist. How can a man that's Jewish be racist? Yes, he is. I like him.
I guess to the left, he's sort of like an 18 tooth. They can't stand him, but they can't leave him alone.
Damn right, because he tell you the truth to your face, honey. He will slay the hell out of you. I love Rush Limbaugh. Rest in peace, my brother. I listen every time I have a chance. There you go, ultra conservative. I like that.
No, I think it's part of the.
That's the best perspective he can put it in.
And then the reaction is, well, let's label this guy something that'll discredit it. Let's call him a bigot. Let's call him a racist. Let's call him ultra this or
Damn right, Ronnie don't know what the hell he's talking about. Rush Limbaugh is not racist.
I've looked at myself as a harmless, lovable little fuzzball.
That's right, sweet as a little lamb. I like Rush Limbaugh. Rest in heaven, brother. Bam! Salutes to Mr. Rush Limbaugh. Transcended to heaven last night, Lord. He will definitely be missed. Well, a lot of people don't like him, but I did. I'm sad to see him. I got tears in my eyes, man. I like Rush Limbaugh. I'm sorry, guys. I like him. I don't have anything positive to listen to anymore. Texas. Oh, my God. News is getting kind of depressing, guys. Oh, sweet Jesus. Y'all news got me crying this morning. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel, Lord. We need you, Jesus. We need you right now, Lord. We need you. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Also breaking new evidence of the toll the coronavirus is taking. The CDC.
Oh, God. Rush Limbaugh, God. I like Rush Limbaugh running. He was not racist. He just told the damn truth and you just couldn't stand what he did. And these people with Texas, oh my God. They cold. These people with them Jesus, please. Texas, the people in Texas so cold. They got ice coming out. They're ceiling fan. It's sad.
And if you miss going to your favorite bar because of the pandemic, we have a new option for you.
Get drunk at home. Get drunk at home, y'all. Damn. That's the option there. Oh my goodness.
Millions of people spent the night without power, and now the water supply is a concern. Even some hospitals have been forced to evacuate due to a lack of water pressure.
People are so cold inside their homes, they're burning furniture. This man burned his baby gate to stay warm. Officials are hoping to make enough progress restoring power today.
Amen. They're going to get power. Thank you, Jesus.
Outages in places of widespread blackouts.
The storm that caused all these problems is now heading north. Nearly 1 million power outages are expected in the Carolinas today because of the ice storm on the way.
Looking at the radar.
Oh, Lord, we're going to go from summer back down to winter. Wow.
6 inches later today in Boston.
But we begin our coverage in the Lone Star State. This morning, the power crisis in Texas entering its fourth painful day.
Prayers for Texas, guys. Prayers for Texas. Prayers for Texas. Prayers going out to Texas. Lord, please touch them, Jesus. Let them know that with Went through everything that's possible. We're gonna get through this. What you gotta do, stay warm, guys.
Some areas have no timeline on when power will be restored. Officials in Galveston County say it could be this weekend before the lights come back on.
Damn.
On Saturday. In the earliest that we're gonna have.
Y'all need to stop trying to have your own little damn solar power. Go be like in North Carolina. By any means, light that motherfucker up. Who gives a damn? That's why it's always good to invest in a damn generator.
Officials warn the death toll will rise. There are many people, for example, who are in their homes, at apartments. We may not know the full count or number until we are past.
Man, Texas, stop being so fucking dumb and asinine and give it other states. Have other electric companies come out there to help these people. Come on, guys, it ain't that fucking hard. Get to other states, get with other electric companies, and get these people some fucking power. God damn. And this should make me president, god damn it. I'm sorry, guys, I get upset about people doing dumb shit. These people out here suffering, and they taking their own sweet time. All thing they gotta do is network other goddamn states to get electric companies up there to help these people. Send us soldiers over there to help them. This is fucking crazy. Where's the goddamn Red Cross when you need them? This is a goddamn shame, man. Damn, who's the governor of Texas? Somebody need to re-elect that motherfucker. How do you let your state get like this? Yeah, because they spend all y'all tax money on bullshit. We never had that problem in our states in Texas. That's a damn shame, Lord have mercy. Can't control the weather, but you damn sure can control the electric company. Check the governor's pockets. Why all the damn money at, motherfucker?
Some areas of the Northeast could get 9 inches of snow by the end of today. We'll take a closer look at the forecast in less than 5 minutes.
Authorities in Texas were reportedly warned 10 years ago that their power grid was vulnerable. Texas is the only state with a deregulated power market, but Bloomberg reports federal regulators warned that the power supply was vulnerable to severe cold and urged them to better protect pipelines and other equipment from freezing. The governor is demanding resignations at ERCOT, the nonprofit that manages the power grid, but the CEO insists their actions have improved the situation.
I feel like if we had not taken the actions we did to begin those outages, we could have seen the whole system down with no prospect of coming back in the next few days, which is certainly what we're seeing now because the outages we have in place are more controlled.
People are so angry that ERCOT executives are now getting threats. Their names have been removed from the ERCOT website. The crisis is effect on the oil industry. Output has fallen by millions of barrels per day. That means gas prices will be rising. The so-called Cajun Navy is set to help people in need across Texas. It's a volunteer group of private boat owners who responded during hurricanes. State officials have asked for the group's help during the power crisis.
Breaking overnight, new evidence of the toll the coronavirus pandemic is taking. The CDC is reporting a staggering drop in U.S. life expectancy. Meanwhile, a new variant of the virus has reportedly been found. ABC's Alex Pache joins us Washington with the latest now. Alex, good morning.
Hey, Kenneth, good morning to you. The race to vaccinate is now more important than ever. The CDC estimates that COVID-19 deaths will actually decrease over the next 4 weeks. But with that said, we are on pace to have upwards of 559,000 lives lost by March 13th.
Jesus.
This morning, new data showing just how deadly this virus has been. The CDC reporting U.S. life expectancy dropped in the first half of 2020, shaving off at least 1 year of life. It's the biggest decrease since World War II.
That doesn't sound like a whole lot.
That's a damn lot, honey. That's a lot.
Even greater. Black Americans losing nearly 3 years.
Damn.
Hispanics just shy of 2.
Damn.
With another round of winter storms barreling in, officials are warning weather is impacting vaccine deliveries.
We want to make sure that as we've lost some time in some states for people to get meals and arms, that our partners do all they can to make up that lost ground.
Experts now warning about a new variant after it appears two strains combined, creating what they call a heavily mutated hybrid.
In typical mutations, the virus will change in little ways as it replicates within a host. But this was what we call a recombination. So that's when a host is infected with two different variants of the virus. This is something probably that has happened up to this point. We just haven't really detected it.
The more transmissible UK variant and that South African variant could cause cases to rise. And overnight, Maryland's governor announcing the state's first confirmed case of the Brazil variant. New Jersey's governor with this message to residents.
First of all, folks, don't travel to Brazil and South Africa right now. I couldn't be clearer.
The CDC also urging everyone to postpone travel. But the good news, the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines appear to offer protection against the new strains, including the highly transmissible South African.
That's why I say, guys, you better go take that COVID-19 shot. It ain't that bad. It saves lives, man. It really does.
Nursing facilities early on in the pandemic, and aide conceded that they withheld death info for state lawmakers out of fear that the Trump administration would use it against the state. Kenneth Mona.
Cuomo insisted he based his decisions on federal guidance at the time there. Alex, thank you.
A New York waitress has been fired after refusing to get the COVID vaccine. Bonnie Jacobson said she wanted to hold off, fearing the vaccine may hurt her chances